If you've been feeling stressed, anxious, overwhelmed, or just constantly overthinking, then this message is for you. I believe God knew you needed to hear this today. And if you stick around, you'll understand exactly why. You've been struggling, haven't you? Asking, God, where are you? Why do I feel so stuck? Why does nothing ever seem to change? And maybe, just maybe, you've started to wonder if he's forgotten all about you. But I'm here to tell you, God has not left you. He's been speaking, but perhaps the noise of the world has been too loud, and you've been too distracted to hear him. You see, God never asked you to carry the heavy weight of tomorrow. He never called you to live a life consumed by fear, and he certainly never designed your mind for constant, relentless worry. This is your reminder that God is in control, even when life feels completely chaotic. If your heart feels tired, your thoughts feel heavy, and your spirit feels restless, this is God telling you to stop worrying and start trusting him again. He sees what you're facing. He knows what's coming, and he's already working behind the scenes for your good, even when you can't see or feel it yet. Your reality is shaped by the choices you make every single day, the thoughts you allow to take root, the habits you repeat, the decisions you make. They all come together to create the life you're currently living. If you choose to focus on doubt, you will live in fear. If you choose to entertain sin, you will live in shame. But if you choose faith, if you choose obedience, if you choose to trust him, even when it's incredibly hard, you create a reality where his presence is strong and his guiding hand is on your life. This is your moment. This is your chance to take ownership of your walk with God. Please don't ignore this message. In Matthew chapter 6, God says, "Do not worry about your life. Seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." But here's the problem many of us face. We say we believe him, but our actions tell a different story. You say you trust God, but your life is filled to the brim with stress, anxiety, and fear about what tomorrow holds. You stress about money. You stress about your future. You stress about things you have absolutely no control over. But think about what Jesus said. Who of you by worrying can add a single hour to your life? Worry doesn't add anything to your life. It steals from it. It steals your peace. It steals your joy. And it slowly chips away at your faith. When you stress, you're essentially telling God that you don't believe he's enough. You're telling him that your problem is bigger than the one who created the entire universe. And the more you let stress control you, the more it blinds you to God's presence and his promises. But listen closely. God hasn't changed. If he faithfully feeds the birds of the air, he can and will feed you. If he clothes the flowers of the field in beauty, he will surely take care of you. The only real question is, will you seek him first? Or will you keep letting stress destroy what he has already promised to provide for you? Now, let's talk about why so many believers struggle to stay consistent in their walk with God. I want to share 5 common reasons. Number 1, depending on feelings. Consistency doesn't come from your emotions. Your feelings change from day to day, hour to hour. God never told you to follow your feelings. He told you to follow him. True faith is an act of will, not a fleeting emotion. Number 2, no real discipline. The world tells you, do it when you feel like it. Follow your heart. But Jesus said something very different. He said, deny yourself, take up your cross daily, and follow me. Notice that word, daily. That implies discipline, not convenience. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it. Number 3, no hunger for the word. You can't stay consistent with God if you're constantly feeding your mind and spirit with everything else the world has to offer. The Bible says, man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God. Your spiritual life needs spiritual food. Number 4, compromise. This is a big one. You simply cannot walk with God and play with sin at the same time. Jesus made it clear, you cannot serve 2 masters. If you don't make a firm decision to cut off compromise from your life, you'll never last in your walk with him. It's a choice between the world and the kingdom. And number 5, no prayer life. Without prayer, you will inevitably drift away. Prayer is your lifeline, your direct communication with the Father. The Bible urges us to pray without ceasing. Consistency is impossible if your communication line with God is dead. It's like trying to have a relationship with someone you never talked to. So, stop letting the world convince you that it's too hard to stay consistent. The truth is actually quite simple, though not always easy. Deny yourself daily. Feed on His word, and never, ever stop praying. That is the only way to stay faithful all the way to the end. If this message has spoken to your heart today, I want you to make a declaration. Comment, "I will stay consistent" below, so others can see that you are serious about your walk with Christ, and we can encourage one another. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more messages to help you on your journey. God bless you.